Previously.
So 2008 C6 Z, headers, Veram, MSD.
Veram, headers, same thing.
No,
Stock intake chemical.
no MSD. It's got boreless. Every car is different. You both had C7 Zs, and now you got C6 Z06s. Look at you.
Well, I'll have this done in about 2 seconds, Matt. It doesn't take all day.
Matt takes like 4 hours.
You know, I like to take my time, make it nice.
You should just slow.
Take your time putting it on, but it looks like you did.
Are these both getting heads cam?
Yep. This is getting injected.
We should do a race.
Told you, Matt. There it is.
Put the idea down. Yeah.
Didn't even take 10 minutes.
What?
Saying it.
I'm just saying.
Matt called that one.
I already know we're going to hear it. We don't feel like being rushed.
Fine, whatever. Don't rush. I got it. I know. It's just gonna be something fun.
It's not fun.
Eric's just mad because he would lose, is what it is.
Here we go. He's trying to amp me up, so I'll do something here.
Then I'm going to have to do something because you're trying to do something.
Ain't me gonna work, Steve.
Well, Matt just said he's faster than you. He said he's not worried. He said he's not worried.
I'm not worried either. I don't really give a I know that I do quality work no matter how long it takes.
Any of these getting a clutch or no?
Nope.
Oh, let's see, that helps. Look at that.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, you're both doing the exact same thing.
Well, his has an MSD on it. And
But it's already
It's
on.
getting invested. So I just have to take it back apart anyway.
Matt just said you're slow, Eric. That's what happened.
He's really trying to get in our heads here.
Not to mention, I've probably done 20 C6 Z06 and Eric's probably done 200.
Now see, he's trying to amp you up, saying that.
Oh. He's not amping me up.
He just said you've done more than him, so you should win.
It's not, never has been, never will be a race to me. It's all about quality.
Everybody knows you don't need to do it fast. It'll do it.
I don't know. Eric said he's faster than you, so. He said he's already got his wrapped, and you're still dicking with yours.
Yeah, well, never mind. I thought I already something other.
It's funny, you don't really see a lot of guys keep the covers when they do the MSD. Typically because they don't fit, and you have to trim this down here.
It looked like you bought the trim ones.
Yeah, I think you did, because they're pretty cleanly done. I kind of like it without, but...
I personally prefer it without, yeah.
This car's clean, though. Eric, I got $1 on you. It says you're going to get done before.
Ah, here he goes.
I'm just saying. I think you can do it.
He's chirping in our ears, Matt.
Chirp, chirp.
He told me he's got 100 on me.
That's nice, Steve.
So we got Cat Mom versus
Who's that mine?
Prestige.
Questionable. Yeah, it's not.
Matt said he's going to get this done before you.
I mean, clearly he keeps taking my, yeah, it's no surprise. It's every day of the week. I should let that jack down right now and wheeled over my car. But Matt just feels the need to walk over, take my lube, take my...
Takes your lube. That's
Yep.
a good one to start with.
Yeah, takes my purple, my Royal Purple lube, takes my fucking PB blaster, takes my brake clean, everything. And he sees...
And you put your name on it too. It's unreal.
What Loctite, that's one thing he really likes to take of mine.
Do all these things.
Well, it's officially a race, boys and girls. It's officially a race.
Out of here.
Who's gonna win? Cat Mom or Prestige? Put your guesses in the comments.
You're ridiculous. You know that?
What?
Matt and I called that this was going to happen.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, then you should have known it was a good idea.
Well, we're not doing it. We both agreed we weren't going to do it.
Looks like Cat Mom's gonna lose.
We thought Bill was going to be the one to come out here and be like, you guys racing? And then Steve comes out literally 2 seconds later and says, this is a race. And he puts it on camera.
No, don't worry. I looked. I saw that you both had the intake manifolds off. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not racing by any means.
They were both doing exhaust at the same time,
Yeah.
so I'm like, all right, all right.
Check on these 2 heads cam packages. So this one's getting head studs. Let's go check on Matthew. Eric's gonna be putting the heads on shortly. Matt is putting his heads on right now. No head studs on this one. Stock bolts, which is perfectly fine, NA.
It's kind of slippery. Really got it moved up.
Obviously the same AI heads we do on every one of our cars. You guys already have the cams in, obviously. Looking good. Looking good, buddy.
Yep.
Looking good. Right there, neck and neck with Matthew.
Head studs.
I know. So technically you're
Yeah.
a little up there.
Yeah, he's a little worried.
I think he is worried.
I've just been taking my time and ended up.
You guys aren't racing, by the way.
Quality over speed. I just want to see the quality of both and maybe who gets done first. You just happen to be neck and neck.
It's because we're both very good at what we do.
There you go. Matt's got a slight edge. He's got the headers on. Let's see what's going to happen. But apparently now he has to go poop. Eric's got some time to catch up. Matt's getting injectors.
Yeah.
So Fran has to flash his. He doesn't have to flash yours.
That's a good call.
So that might give Eric the edge.
Oh, Eric will be up there. So I think they go up
Yeah, but the MSD's already done.
Matt's confidence down, so.
Huh?
I look at Matt's confidence down.
there. Yeah, I know.
Eric's doing some torquing. Matt's still in the bathroom. He's trying to get ahead.
We don't care, that's why. You gotta go, you gotta go.
Eric just goes in his pants to keep it going. It's gonna
That's basically what Matt wanted to do earlier. If you're getting ahead, I can't stop now.
Oh, he's emerging from the bathroom. Eric's getting ahead on his lead.
Not good.
All right, I'll let you two fellas duke it out. I'll come back in a little bit. Check back in a little.
what she said.
They're large.
Scared to dyno this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not actually scared.
It's sketchy.
It's not the most normal thing in the world to have on a dyno.
It's large, it's all-wheel drive, it's on 26s.
It's got blower and on it,
yeah.
like, yeah. Whatever. Definitely probably wouldn't be the shadiest thing I've had on the dyno.
What is the shadiest thing you've ever had on the dyno?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to think about. I don't know.
I would say that Audi we had on that had no body panels. That was all.
I wasn't here for that, I don't think.
No, they rented the dyno when you were racing. That thing was sketchy. We had like 4 straps on it, and it was just like.
Make a bunch of power or something?
All-wheel drive stuff's, man, it's sketchy.
It can be sketchy. That's why I only dyno these things in second gear. Especially because drive shaft and shit like that, yeah. God forbid something happens to this thing. I don't want this big bitch going 140 mile an hour on the dyno. Like, no, thank you.
At least you would only go through a wall versus
The problem is it wouldn't go through it.
Hopefully we don't have that fun out.
Yeah, hopefully, I'll buckle up.
So what's all the details on this thing, you know? Is your buddy Curtis's?
Yeah, I mean, I know he did a cam headers, and I guess it had the Whipple on it, or maybe he did the Whipple. Is it Whipple, right?
Yeah.
And he did the Whipple and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think we sold him a cam package for it. You'd have to ask Bill, but I think we sold him a cam package. And then it had the blower and stuff on it, and then he did the headers, and it just needs a tune.
Yeah.
So, I have no idea what it'll make. We had it on the other day, and then the radiator was like leaking or whatever, so we put a new radiator in it, but... And we also found out the intercooler pump wasn't working. So put one of them on it. But I think it made like 400 or something, and I made like a half a full.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But for those wheels probably weigh 200 pounds. It's a 35-inch tire.
Pretty tall.
Yeah. 35.7 or something. It's tall. This thing probably shifted terrible because it wasn't programmed for that. And stock was set to like a 30 or something like that.
Okay.
5 inches. She said.
Not bad considering this thing probably baseline's like 260.
Maybe less than that.
Yeah, I mean the rear wheel drive one we did, the Silverado, was like 280 I think.
Was that a 6.2 or a 5.3?
5.3. Is this a 6.2?
Yeah.
So maybe around 260. More drivetrain loss but more power stock, so.
Yeah.
How much boost is it making?
6.5 pounds.
Okay, it's not bad. So these are rated, I looked it up, they're rated at 400 to the crank. So yeah, so but all-wheel drivetrain loss.
Probably makes 280 or something at the tire,
that's
yeah.
my guess. Because that 5.3 was rated at 355, and it dynoed like 280, but that was rear-wheel drive, so yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Obviously, we don't have the baseline, so we can't.
Yeah,
So
no,
we're
we
just
do not have one of them.
Well, there he is. First place goes to Angry Eric. Not right. What you want if it was. Guess we'll just leave the other one off for now. When it goes on the dyno.
Yeah.
It makes sense to put it on now.
I kind of want to put it on.
Alright, put it on.
I'll just leave it on. Baby needs some milk.
Well, Eric won the build off,
Oh, here we go.
but who's gonna win the horsepower challenge? Matthew's got the upper edge with the MSD.
Customers win.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to
I know.
pit them against each other. That's what I do. Kind of an instigator.
Damn it.
And you already flashed it.
Yeah, I like just downloaded the file and I'm typing in his name and I'm like, I already have a file for this.
This has got injectors.
Yeah, I thought it was the one that Eric just did.
Tis not.
His K.
It's also pretty sure it's a stock MSD. We don't think it's a manual. Even though it's shaved, I don't think it is. I guess we will.
Well, let's see what it does.
Yeah. We don't really ever do stock manuals.
No.
I mean, stock MSDs. Alright, you want to explain what happened?
No,
Cool. Thanks.
no problem. See you guys next week.
What a nice guy you are.
We had this car in like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. I saved the footage till now, so it's all going in at once.
Did our normal heads cam package on it. He had the Mamo on it already.
I thought it was a stock MSD.
Yeah.
It is a shade. It is a
Mamo. So we dynoed it, and it didn't make shit for power.
Yeah.
Made like 590,
And change.
and then like 510 torque or something like that.
Just below even stock manifold.
Yeah, like it was way low. So, and the car had cats on it, and it had headers on it previously.
Right.
So it's not like they were new. And we just thought the cats could have been like clogged. And the guy even mentioned something that he thought they were clogged also, or messed up or whatever. And so he brought it back today, and we literally pulled the thing off, gutted the cats, put it back on, and first pull made 627 and 537 torque. So picked up like, make me do math, 32 and 25.
Off first pull.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I won't change the tune too much. I may add like a degree or so of timing, like up top, just because before when it was like struggling, you don't want to just keep adding timing to it. It's not going to help anything. So I just added 3% fuel and 1 degree of timing, and we'll see. Hopefully this thing will just be like a couple pulls and then ship it down the road.
This will also give people an idea of what it sounds like with cats, without, but also those cats are probably slightly clogged or something.
Yeah, I'm sure. Obviously something's wrong with them.
We just had the same issue with that yellow car.
Yeah, that thing only picked up, what, like 15 or something?
It didn't have an MSD.
Yeah, true. Also, our t-shirts arrived.
Yes, they look sick. I really like them.
They arrived. So I know we said pre-order, which we did that on like Friday.
Yep, Black Friday.
And we said they'd be here before Christmas.
Around Christmas.
Well, they're here.
They're here early.
So they'll start shipping out today or tomorrow.
Yep. So if you ordered one of those with other stuff...
The t-shirts got here. I think the hoodies will be here tomorrow. Okay. Because I only got 2 of 7 boxes. So,
alright.
Whatever. If you ordered a t-shirt, it'll go out today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I like them. I think the design turned out.
I think they look good.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's pretty good. So now it's on par with normal. Normal one.
Yeah, I was afraid I was going to do it. I wasn't going to pick up on it.
Yeah. Yes, that should be a lot different change from...
A lot different change?
A lot different, yeah. Some, you know what I mean.
When I say stupid things, you mean all the time. So
it wasn't stupid.
I have to do the same.
It wasn't that stupid.
It wasn't very smart. You're pretty happy with that?
I would hope so. Because it's probably originally what he was expecting, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if it was an ported MSD or not. And then after he picked it up, he told us it was. And then that.
What did this base lie?
Pretty strong. 594, 592.
594.
Sorry. 490. I'm thinking of before.
You
sorry.
Can't say anything dumb about me.
Yeah, I say a lot of dumb things. 492. Yeah, it's probably a stock clutch.
See. The clutch is slipping. Generally on any manual car, it should be dead straight across because you're in the same gear ratio, etc. the whole time.
Under gear ratios is when you switch to.
Yeah, you do speed versus gear ratio, and that line should be dead straight because it's the same gear ratio, the whole speed. But obviously with the blue line being the baseline, it wasn't slipping as bad as the red line now that it's making more power. I mean, it starts at 44, and up here it's 49, and then starts coming down to 47.
Alright, well, that was short-lived. Matthew,
What's up?
what is this?
It's a Viper.
Why is it here?
It's got a little oil leak, so I'm gonna check it out. Some friends of ours from Texas built it, and so they asked us to take a look at it instead of
Shipping it all the way
having the
up.
car get shipped back to Texas. So
Yeah, because this guy's pretty local to us.
be obliged.
This thing is sick. Sequential shifter.
They can make some serious power too.
Yeah. Are we even going to put it on the dyno? I'm assuming not.
Oh, it'd be kind of cool.
Are we going to put this thing on the dyno?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
There's no need. I'm gonna make a cold pull in the morning on
to
that.
see. It's content. Yeah, sure be cool if you
I mean,
did.
great. The guy brought it in for an oil leak. We're not just gonna throw it on the f***ing dyno.
I know, I just want to see what kind of steam this thing makes.
It's 1770 something.
It's sick. It is in fact twin turbo. Who did it again?
Kelva,
There you go.
same person who does all the Vipers.
Well, you know, just saying.
They may not do all of them, but
It's
they should.
This thing is pretty sick. I'm not a Dodge guy, but I am kind of a Viper guy. I like Dodges that don't weigh like 6,000 pounds. And not neons. This thing is pretty sick though. And he's got the right oil filter.
Steve, can you go ahead and lift the lift up? I want to see what this.
Sure. Okay.
Right there, it's fine.
But yeah, this thing's pretty sick. That's pretty much all we know. No, once again, that does not mean give us a call about your Ford or Dodge. This is a special circumstance where Fran knows the guys over there and I'm trying to help out. It's good shops do for each other. It would be probably the highest horsepower car that we've ever had in the dyno.
Oh, dude. Damn. This thing's sick.
Yeah, it is. Look at the billet.
This mechanical salvage pump.
Yeah, that thing's bad.
Dope. Well, I don't think it's. See, this is where I was confused because it made when I was listening to them when they were unloading it, it made it sound like it was burning oil off the tailpipe. But then somebody said oil leak. It's dry as a bone under here.
See any back here? Trans.
Oh, dry as a bone right there.
Yeah. Huh.
It's dry. I mean, this stuff's a little moist, but we'll have that.
There's a little turbo there. And a little turbo there.
Oh, I'll have to verify what it means. Man, this thing's dope. Like everything's hard pipe with vibrant.
Yeah, couplers and
clamps.
stuff. Yeah.
Dude, look at this, dude. It like fucking must salvage out of the.
Yeah, you can see
I
little
don't even know.
little wet spots. This thing's sick.
He just got scared.
I was like, what is he doing?
I don't see any oil
Oh
leaks.
god,
though.
it's got a badass dry sump kit on it too. It's like a $6,000 oil pan.
Yeah.
Oil pan and dry sump setup.
At least. I mean, it's all billet.
Mechanically driven.
Like,
It's like
I mean,
just
I don't
wet
see.
around
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, this like all of this stuff's kind of moist, but
we'll let it sit overnight and see. What you should do before you leave is start it up and let it get like hot,
Okay.
and then shut it off, and then we'll come in the morning and see where it's at.
Yeah. Because I think when he pulled it off the trailer, it wasn't doing anything, but as soon as it started warming up, it was smoking a bit.
all right, let's get
Well, it doesn't have anything with smoke. It just has an oil leak.
I know, but I'm just saying
know.
where it's burning off. All right, let's start her up. Shows you the gear and everything. Sick. Very cool. It is.
It took a while of it running.
Did it?
Yeah. So I think it's just where the return flange is off the bottom of the turbo. Right there. Maybe I have to pull it off and reseal it.
Okay. So it's the next morning. Had it running.
I had to run it more this morning.
Did you?
Get it really hot. And then I didn't even see a drip. It was just smoke. The turbo started smoking.
See, that's what I noticed yesterday, the other day when we brought it in.
It still hasn't even dripped. If you look up here, actually, I might be coming around the top. Maybe not. But you see, right, the blue hard pipe.
Yep.
That's the return hose. And if you look,
Oh yeah, it's seeping out the
it's
edges.
seeping right out the edge there. It looks like.
Yeah, that's it. Kind of by the clamp or whatever.
So are you going to take the turbo off, or are you just going to try to do it with it on
I'm
there?
gonna try and do it with it on there. It looks like if I maybe pull these vacuum lines out of the way a little bit. This Y runs right over here, so I can disconnect this Y, try and get those small Allens out. Man, it does look like it's actually coming. I don't want to touch this thing, it's still hot as balls. I can't imagine it's the feed because of how slow it leaks.
Oh yeah,
The feed line's under pressure, it would be
Yeah.
would generally leak pretty fast. So it needs to cool more, and then I'll try and get a better look at it.
All right. Sounds good. So you ended up taking the turbo off?
Yeah, I did.
See, everybody thinks you need big old turbos to go fast, man. Definitely don't. What was the?
It's really hard to tell where the oil's actually coming from, but it's pretty much all around the center section. So,
seals or what?
maybe. So I'm gonna pull this hot side off to try and make sure this feed line's good and tight, which it feels like it is, but you can barely get a wrench on it. So I figure if I can just get the hot side off and get a closer look. It can almost look like something was dripping on top of it, but there's literally nothing over top of these turbos, except for the body of the car. So I kind of ruled that out.
Yeah.
Let's see, spin for me. Can I get to this last bolt?
So you get the other one and unclock it and spin it and then do it, or what?
That's what I just tried. They're all loose except that one. It doesn't work.
It's probably just seized up.
It's just because that bolt's tight. It's holding it. I just need to grind down a wrench or something.
Okay.
It's the things you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah.
Just for instance, just grind the shit out of this guy. That's what I'll do.
Alright, I'll check back. Alright, little Viper update. So what's going on with this thing?
What you guys saw before, I pulled that turbo off to see, because we had oil coming down from the top, and there's that feed fitting on top that we snugged up. We got the turbo really clean. Then after having a chance to run it, really letting it get hot, I also found this is the return hose. This mounts to the turbo here. Yep. Once it got up to running temperature, that's not the right over. Fran has it. But anyways, there's a very thin O-ring that sits here. And searched all over the shop. I even went over to the local auto parts store right across the street and literally went through every O-ring they had in the back in bins. Could not find anything close, so we went ahead and ordered that from the manufacturer. The guys who built the car is getting it for us. So
Okay, cool.
So it's just kind of hanging out. I'm hoping as soon as it gets here, it's a few minutes to throw it back together, and I got to put this wheel well back in. But I want to wait until it's 100% because it is a little bit easier to get in there with the wheel well out. So
Alright, so we'll wait on that for a little bit and then throw it back together.
yep, that's why it's kind of hanging out on my lift here.
Okay.